How many of you all use this product right here? Now, some people know how to use this, but majority of you are using it wrong. So in this video, I'm going to give you what you need to know and what you need to do by giving you the who, what, when, where, and how method on using a weed and feed product. Let's jump into the video. Now, first, let's talk about what's in the bag. And it's going to be pretty simple. You're going to have your analysis, which is going to have your nitrogen. It's not going to have any phosphorus in it. And it's going to have potassium in it. And it's also going to have some herbicides in it that is going to cater towards your weeds for weed control. Now, let's go ahead and jump into the who is going to use this. And majority of the times, the people who are going to use weed and feed products are going to be homeowners. Now, some contractors may use it, but normally they would do a separate application as far as fertilizer and weed control, because you can dial your post-emergent in and have more control over it. Now, let's move to the what section when we're talking about weed and feed products. Now, every weed and feed product is designed to get rid of pesky weeds and to feed your lawn all at once. It basically simplifies the application and it makes it much easier for the homeowner versus doing things separately, like fertilizing your lawn and then coming behind it and spraying weeds. All right, we got that done. Let's move to the next section. Now, when are you supposed to use weed and feed products? Number one, you're supposed to use weed and feed products when weeds are actively growing. When we're talking about Scott's weed and feed, they want you to use the weed and feed products in the late spring. The reason why is because some of your spring weeds will germinate at different times, like dandelions. And if you use them too early, you won't get the late bloomers, because according to the label, you're only supposed to use this no more than twice a year. Another thing is you don't want to apply this particular weed and feed right before it rains. You need this product to sit on the grass for at least 24 hours before you water it in or before it even rains. Another tip is you don't want to apply this when it's too cold and you don't want to apply it when it's too hot. So don't apply this when temperatures are below 60 degrees and when they are above 90. Now stay with me, you all, because we burning through this because we can ready to go to the where section. Now, where do you want to use this product? You want to use this product on a lawn that has excessive weeds. So if your lawn looks like this, or even this is when you want to use your weed and feed products. Also, you want to know what grass type you have, because this particular product can't be used on every grass type. Now, the label should list the grasses that you can't use it on. So, for example, according to this label, if you have St. Augustine grass, you can't put this on your lawn. Now, let's jump into the how part of this particular video, because this is how people are using this product wrong. When people normally buy a weed and feed product, they treat it just like any other fertilizer. They take it, they put it down on their lawn, the lawn greens up, but their weeds are still remaining there. So this is how you're supposed to use this product. Number one, if your grass is tall, mow it at least a day or two before applying this product. The reason why is because you want all of the granulars to have a chance to get on the weeds. Some weeds may be closer to the soil than others, and if your grass is tall, it may not get those weeds that are smaller in height. Number two, like I said earlier in the video, you want to use this product when your weeds are actively growing. Now, number three, which is the most important part when you're applying a weed and feed product, if your grass is dry, you want to lightly water your grass or apply it in the morning time when there's dew on your grass. The reason why you want to apply your weed and feed products to a either wet or dewy grass is because you want those granulars to stick to the particular weeds that are in your lawn. Now, number 4 is going to be, once you apply your weed and feed product, you want to leave it alone for at least a couple of days. This is how the weed and feed product is going to work. When those granulars are resting on the weeds, they're going to get into the plant and they're going to work that way. Now, number 5 is going to be, after you've waited a couple of days, then you can go ahead and water in your application. Now remember, you don't want to apply this product right before it rains, and you don't want to water it in right after you get done making the application. Now, the one thing that I want you to do before you purchase this weed and feed product is try to identify what weeds are in your lawn. Now, I do have some videos that can be able to help you out if you're having problems with identifying weeds, or there are several apps out there that you can be able to download, snap the pictures of those weeds, and then it'll tell you what that particular weed is that is in your lawn. Now, does anybody remember the video that I made when I was talking about a particular weed that is called nutsedge? If you don't know what nutsedge is, it looks just like this. It's that tall lime green weed that is growing in your lawn, and it's growing taller than your regular grass. Now, in that video, I show you what that particular weed is, and I give you a couple of options of how you can be able to get rid of it. Now, if you buy Scott's Weed and Feed or any other weed and feed product, and you're hoping to get rid of that particular weed that's in your lawn, then guess what? You just wasted your money. And the reason why is because that particular weed isn't even listed on the back of the bag as weeds controlled. So that's why I want you to try to identify the weeds that you have in your lawn before you go spend your hard-earned money on something and you put it down on your lawn and then you spread it, and then those weeds are still there and you're scratching your head because you don't know what to do. So if you're going to use any weed and feed products, please make sure that you read the label and that you are applying these products safely. Now, if you want to dive just a little bit deeper, watch this video right here. In this particular video, we're going to talk about different weeds, and I'm going to let you know what products you can use to get those weeds out of your lawn. This is your boy Polo from Polo Fields Lawn Service. Y'all have a blessed one. I'll see y'all in the next one.